Hi, okay, so I got the last video because I was running long, and now I'm waiting, of course, from YouTube to upload that video, of course. But while I'm waiting, did find the section I was looking for before in the Witch's Handbook about creating a safe place, and it comes in Chapter 5, Science Behind Witches Healing Miracles. And this whole chapter is about dealing with the stresses in life, and recognizing recurring issues that stresses out, and making changes. And it's not even a really long section. It comes as number 3 as part of this, I don't know, this list on desensitizing yourself to society, but it's number 3 and it's like a page and a half, and basically the whole idea is this is a place you can use in meditation, astral travel, but it's a place that you create, and it's without the many distractions of the world. In here it says beepers and TV. Now it would be cell phones, laptops, video games, etc., etc., etc. But basically it's a very open, broad instruction set, and it leaves you a lot of freedom to personalize and customize. And they talk about not only creating that, but also about creating astral familiars in here as well, and psychically cleansing, doing a lot of spell work psychically. And they go back to this safe place that Yvonne is the one who wrote this section. She goes back to it a lot in the spells. So, like I said, this is a good book for learning how to use and manipulate energy. Also in this section, another thing I kind of liked was this little worksheet checklist to determine how stressed you are. For those who like quizzes and assigning numbers to things, this is particularly helpful. They also go into the psychology with avoidance therapy. So that's all I'm going to talk about in this book. Really, I could go on much longer because there's so much in this book to discuss. But great book, definitely recommend picking that up. Book I picked up recently that is a bit of a curiosity piece. Not really anything particularly helpful, I would say, but it's called Wiccan Wisdom Keepers by Sally Griffin, and this is a collection of interviews and spells, biographies on some of the most famous modern Wiccans. We get Doreen Valiant is in here, Starhawk, the Ferrers are in here, Judy Harrow is in here, Serona Knight, and quite a few others. But basically, at the opening of the book, you get like an introduction. There's also a lot of pictures, about half the book is pictures, so that's another thing. And then we get into our first Wiccan Wisdom Keeper that they're covering here. And I just passed it up, but it's Judy Harrow is the first one we get into, and she talks a lot about European ritual and European magic. Then we get into this Doreen Valiant, which I know many of you are familiar with. Her section is really interesting. I enjoyed reading it. After that is Starhawk, who I adore. Then the Ferrers. Then we get into some of the ones that aren't as well known, I'll say. There's also some spells intermixed in here. Protection spell. There's also a cleansing spell in here somewhere. I picked this up for like $4 at half-price books. It's an interesting little book to have. I don't know exactly how helpful it is, but I like it. Um, Now, books I'm going to be going over this month in videos. These are books I got from the library. Now, of course, I also have several of my own books. Recently got 2 books as gifts from Daniel for Beltane. So I'll be reading those, and those will be coming up in reviews as well. And with some more. I have 2 Christopher Penzick books and some Scott Cunningham. I got tons of books to read, but books are like crack to me. I'm always looking for new books and picking up new books. One book I will be doing very soon is Drawing Down the Moon by Margaret Adler, and have about 200 pages left in this book, and I absolutely adore it. Just can't wait to do a discussion on this. This will probably be just a video by itself. Because I did not like Teen Witch, I'm looking for books for Teen Witches that I do like, or that I can at least recommend. And I picked up Confessions of a Teenage Witch, Celebrating a Wiccan Life by Guinevere Rain. I will be reading this. I've kind of skimmed through it. It doesn't look too bad. I'm totally unfamiliar with this author, so we'll see on this one how I like that. For tarot, I picked up Simply Tarot by Leanna Greenway, and this is sort of a history book on tarot, but it's also just mainly a book on learning your cards and the basics. From what I've skimmed through, again, it doesn't appear to be too bad of a book, but we shall see. I'm completely unfamiliar with her as an author. Robert M. Place is an author I've heard a little bit about, and I picked up 2 of his books, The Tarot History, Symbolism, and Divination. Mainly I'm looking to kind of beef up my knowledge on tarot as far as the history a little bit. I'm comfortable with the cards, so I'm hoping this will help fill in some blanks. And then I got Mystery Legends and Unexplained Phenomena, Astrology, and Divination. So we shall see how that goes. Once I finish Drawing Down the Moon, I'm going to be doing Ritual Craft. I'm going to finish that book, which is by Amber Kay. I stopped that book to read Drawing Down the Moon. And then after that, it will be Animals Speak by Ted Andrews. And I've kind of gone through and I skimmed through this book. I'm really liking what I'm seeing so far. So, I think I will like this book, and that will be getting a video too. That's all I've got for you today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day.